Hello, good morning, and I hope you experienced the crazy evening of the African Cup of Nations and the slap received by Senegal in one of the biggest, if not the biggest shock of this phase of the match against Algeria. Despite Sadio Mane's return to the starting lineup, the Lions lost 1-0. The only goal of the match was scored by Youssef Balaili in the 49th minute to allow the Fennecs to validate their ticket to the quarterfinals and finish first in Group C. For the Senegalese, on the other hand, the qualification will be decided on the last day against Kenya. The Harambee Stars, who relaunched against Tanzania after their victory at the end of the suspense, thus giving more interest and spice to the last day in Group C. A group dominated by Algeria with 6 points, followed by Senegal and Kenya with 3 points each, and Tanzania is closing the gap with no points. A little earlier, we saw Madagascar's historic performance with the Barriers' first 1-0 win in the final phase of the CAN ahead of Burundi. A double blow for Nicolas Dupuy's men, who alone occupy second place in Group B behind Nigeria, already qualified and ahead of Guinea, to the great delight of the evening striker, Michael Ilamaharitra.
It's a good win, but it was a lot of difficult for us because Burundi is a very good team. In the second part of the game, they have many occasions to score, and we don't concede the goal, so it's good for the confidence, for the defense, for the goalkeeper, for all the team, and I score a good goal, so it's very good for the confidence, and we have to keep going.
Good for trust and not just for the players. It's actually the kind of victory that sets fans ablaze and makes them fall into euphoria like this one.
There is no small country, which is why you should never underestimate a team. Now everyone knows that Madagascar is not a small team. The historic victory is there. We want to top the group. We hope to beat Nigeria, given our game it's possible, and given the game that Nigeria has developed in the first 2 matches, I think they are beatable.
And we'll know a little more on Sunday. It is at 16 hours GMT for Madagascar versus Nigeria. But the second day of the CAN continues today with an exciting Eagles duel. The Qatar Eagles of Tunisia against the Malian team. The Tunisians need to get back on track after their 1-1 draw against Angola. A complicated match against impressive Malians at the start of the tournament and still as determined as ever, as coach Mohamed Magasuba explains. We came with our strengths, our tools and spirit too. We keep the same mindset. As I said, the match against Mauritania is over. We've got the results, what we acquired, and we've closed. And now we're ready to fight with the same state of mind that brought us to Cairo. And we must rely on the group's spirit to go out with the same state of mind, by God's grace. Another beautiful match, the reunion between the Lions of the Atlas of Morocco and the Elephants of Côte d'Ivoire, between Hervé Renard and his former team, which he led to the crown in 2015. But for the Moroccan coach, the most important thing is to qualify. Here's a look.
The most important thing is qualification for the next round. Of course, it is always, or at least often, better to finish in pole position. But sometimes you cannot choose, especially in a top-level clash in Africa like tomorrow's game. So let's be ready. The Ivorians will be ready as well. And we hope to be able to qualify both teams. That's what I want for Ivory Coast, and that's what I want for Morocco too.
On the Ivorian side, we're preparing for a tough game. However, coach Ibrahim Kamara has huge ambitions for this game.
The objective is not to beat Morocco and then go home, because I don't see what good that will do. But I repeat, as I said, the objective is to get out of the group first and then go as far as possible.
possible.
It's the competition that will show us our limits and where we will stop.
On nous montrera nos limites, où on s'arrêtera.
Let us now look at the detailed program of the continuation of the ongoing CAN. Tunisia versus Mali will be played at 14:30 GMT. Morocco versus Ivory Coast is scheduled for 17 hours, followed by South Africa versus Namibia. Let's end with this brief on the expulsion of Ibrahim Niani from the Malian group for indiscipline. The Eagle striker who reportedly slapped his captain is the second player to have been dismissed from the group after the Egyptian Amar Wadi.